Valdosta State visits Drysdale Field. Saints baseball starts now. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. A beautiful day here in St. Augustine. About 70 degrees, sunny, almost no wind, and no clouds overhead as Flagler looks to continue the hit parade here against the Blazers of Valdosta State. Let's look at the starting lineup first for the Blazers of Valdosta State. Leading off and playing right field, number 2, Bryson Gandy. Batting second, the shortstop, number 1, Ryan Romano. Batting third and playing left field, number 3, Luke Ard. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 24, E.J. Daskow. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 12, Mike Christopoulos. Batting sixth, the DH, number 42, Orlando Adams. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 5, David Crawford. In the 8 hole, it's the catcher, number 13, Jacob Harper. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 9, Ryan Villeman. They'll deal with Dylan Faulkner, the left-hander. Faulkner making his third start of the season, a 4.32 ERA. He's 1-0 on the year. He's thrown 8 1/3 innings, allowed 10 hits, 4 earned runs. He's walked 1 and struck out 8. First up is Bryson Gandy. First pitch is high to Gandy, who's batting .205, 9 hits and 44 at bats. He has a couple of doubles. He's driven in 1. The 1-0 stays inside, 2 balls and no strikes. This one fouled out of play, strike 1. Last night, the Saints scored 14 runs on 17 hits. They had 9 extra base hits, 7 doubles, and 2 home runs. And they shut out Assumption. Assumption managing just 3 hits. The 2-1 is fouled back out of play, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winning pitcher yesterday was Stephen Reese. 3 innings of work, 1 hit, a walk, a strikeout. Here's the 2-2 to Gandy. Got a piece and stays alive. Here's the 2-2. Plays off, and the count runs full. Blazers lead the all-time series with the Saints 19-12, and they've won the last 3, including 7-2 last year here in St. Augustine, just about a year ago, and that one misses, and the leadoff batter is aboard with a walk.
Number 1, Ryan.
That brings up Ryan Romano, the shortstop. Romano hitting a robust .321, 17 hits on the year, 2 doubles, a triple, just 2 RBIs. I'll check on the runner. Gandy has stolen 7 bases in 8 attempts. And the first pitch is a ball. Flagler's actually won 6 of the last 9 meetings with the Blazers.
But I wasn't able to watch it.
Oh, that might have been Augusta.
One ball and 1 strike. Lays off, and that's a ball. 2-1. Flagler 6-8 on the season. Valdosta State's 9-4. They might have caught Gandy leaning the wrong way, but the toss over was in the dirt.
Is there like a gate like right where they walk all the way? Oh, okay.
The 2-1 fouled out of play.
Today?
Missed this afternoon.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And foul tipped into the mitt for a strikeout. And Romano is gone for the first out. Brings up Luke Ard.
Number 23, Luke Ard.
Luke Ard was the Gulf South Conference Player of the Week last week. He hit .615, 8 of 13 with 3 runs, a couple of doubles, drove in 6, while slugging .769. Was on base with .667.
Not part of my usual spots.
Last week, the Blazers beat Georgia Southwestern and took 2 from Lee.
I parked him like when you first come in over in that section.
If you're like middle row,
The count is 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good breaking pitch from Faulkner.
That would be my luck though. I'm checking.
Faulkner head 0-2. And he strikes out Ard. 2 away here in the top of the first.
first base, number 24, EJ Rosso.
Brings up EJ Daskow. Daskow leading the Blazers with a .426 average. Driven in 25 already. 3 home runs. A slugging percentage of .745 and an on base of .500. He's tearing it up here early on. A Blazers shift here for Daskow. Matthew Burke moves over to the left side of second base. 2-0. Didn't see Flagler shift a lot last season, but Coach Barnett has done it a lot more early here in 2022. Wind starting to pick up, blowing left to right. 3-0. Taking all the way, and Faulkner pumps it in for a strike. Check on the runner. Faulkner's a freshman from Jacksonville, transfer from Tallahassee Community College, 6'3", 205. Made 17 relief appearances for Tallahassee a season ago. The runner breaks. Throw from his knees. John Fiorenza does not get the runner, and now Gandy is in scoring position with the count full. Here's the payoff. Strike three called. Faulkner struck out the side, and Gandy is stranded at second base. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. And welcome back, ready for the bottom of the first. It'll be Trey Newland, Donovan Garcia, and Ashton Thomas to face Zach Henderson. Newland's mainly been batting in the 9 slot. He swaps places here with Mason Gray today and will lead things off for the Saints. Facing the side armor, Zach Henderson. Henderson making his 7th appearance, his first start. His ERA is 11.25. 8 innings pitched, 12 hits, 10 runs. This one fouled out of play. He's walked 4 and struck out 8. Newland, meanwhile, is third on the Saints in hitting at 256. He's driven in 3. A lot of speed between Newland and Gray. Newcomers for Flagler. Count is 1-2. This one lifted to left center, and making the diving catch is Luke Ard for the first out. That brings up Donovan Garcia. Garcia scuffling a bit compared to his performance last year. He's hitting .245. 12 hits on the year, 4 doubles. He's driven in 8. Off-speed pitch from Henderson is in for a strike. Oh, 1. little Texas leaguer into left, and another put out for Ard. 2 away. Brings up Ashton Thomas, who is red hot. Thomas with 3 hits yesterday. And 3 runs scored. Thomas hitting a gaudy .415. 17 hits and 41 at bats. He has 5 doubles and 8 runs batted in. Slow roller to the third baseman. And it's dug out at first by Doskow on the throw from Christopoulos. And the Saints go in order here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, so I called him yesterday. He's like,
Top of the second inning, Mike Christopoulos will lead things off for the Blazers, the third baseman. Faulkner goes right at him with a fastball. Christopoulos batting .279. Has a double, just 1 RBI. Interesting, the Blazers get 25 RBIs from Doskow and 15 from Ard, and then the next best is 6.
What the new tripod it's super easy to put away.
From Jizjar Clotida.
Yeah.
1-2's the count.
Yeah, well, Dave helped me. Because he was yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't know. He leveled it and then looked up. But yeah, I know what you were talking about when I first got there.
2-2 is in there for strike 3. 4 strikeouts already for Faulkner. Struck out the side in the first and gets the leadoff guy looking here in the top of the second. That brings up Orlando Adams, the DH.
Yeah.
Adams just his 10th at bat of the season. He's hitting .222, has just 2 hits, has driven in 5. Two and 0. Swing and a miss. The Blazers coached by Greg Williams, and he's well known to head coach Dave Barnett here at Flagler. The two battled in the NAIA back in the Florida Sun Conference when Williams was the mentor at Embry-Riddle down the road in Daytona. Had a lot of success both at Daytona and Valdosta State. Like Coach Barnett, he's nearing 1,000 wins. Sharply hit into the hole. Mason Gray dives to stop it, but it'll be a hit for Orlando Adams, who beats it out. That brings up David Crawford, the center fielder. Williams began the season with 980 wins. Now he's just 11 shy of 1,000.
You're looking busy.
Check on Adams. Adams has not attempted a stolen base this year. Crawford hitting .214 coming in. Ground ball for Burke, could be 2, flips to Mason Gray for 1, on to first. A double play turned by the Saints to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Bottom of the second will be Miles Colangelo, Luke Wellborn, and Matthew Burke for the Saints to face Henderson. We're talking about Williams, 11 wins away from 1,000 at Valdosta State between his time with the Blazers and with Embry-Riddle. Dave Barnett just elected to the Baseball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Started the season with 982 wins. So he's at 986. He's 14 away from 1,000. Excuse me, 12. Gotta do the math right.
So I had thankfully I had immediate time up for a while.
It was just a chaotic first time.
Oh, no, everything going on.
2-1 the count to Colangelo.
I was just off my game.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Colangelo, the cleanup hitter, hitting 176. He has 9 hits on the season, 2 of them for extra bases. He's driven in 6. Flagler started off kind of cold at the plate early in the season, hitting 233 as a club. Yesterday, though, hopefully will be the start, the spark of an offensive surge for the Saints. Three, 2, and Colangelo's aboard with the walk. That brings up Luke Wellborn. Wellborn with a grand slam yesterday. He went 3 for 5, drove in 6, also walked. They really like Wellborn's approach at the plate. They like his power. Breaking pitch in for a strike.
So they would have to win Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, but we're not going to submit a bid because, well, you got the Players' Championships going on that weekend, same weekend, and it's like
0-1 to Wellborn.
all the hotels.
Breaking pitch. Stays outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1. Lined right at the shortstop, and they're going to be able to double off Colangelo. So quickly 2 outs here in the second for the Saints. That brings up Matthew Burke. Burke hitting 245, 13 for 53, couple of doubles, 1 RBI. He tries to lay down a bunt and it rolls foul.
Already.
Yeah. Well, I think
Burke, the steady second baseman.
I'm gone 11. We advanced our mock trial from advance.
Burke started all 38 games a season ago. Here's the 0-1 to him. Grounded to short and Romano. Another low throw, and it gets away. That'll be an error on the throw, and it keeps the error alive, or the inning alive for the Saints. Brings up Jaden Ward, the third baseman.
Third baseman, number 11, Jaden Ward.
Ward last season started 33 of the 37 games he appeared in. Kind of in a platoon situation this year with Brad Bondruska, the transfer from Milwaukee Area Technical College, who had a huge year at the junior college level, hitting .433. And a line drive base hit for Burke, or for Ward, as Burke turns the corner and goes to third. So runners at the corners with 2 outs, and the batter will be John Fiorenza.
Number 7, John Fiorenza.
No, we're just smart.
An RBI opportunity here for the Saints catcher. The senior swings at the first pitch, fouls it back.
The good thing
The 0-1. Fouled off at the plate. 0-2. Fiorenza, a senior, transfer from the College of Central Florida, dealt with that thumb injury a season ago. He's probably the most athletic catcher on the roster, and they love the way he handles the pitching staff. Just couldn't get it going in terms of swinging the bat yet last year with the thumb injury. Here's the 0-2. They'll check on the runner at first, and Ward gets back in. Ward has not attempted a stolen base this season. The 0-2 outside. First of 3 meetings between these clubs. They'll play 2 in Valdosta. Those midweek non-conference games to fill in the schedule. About a 2.5-hour trip if traffic's good to Valdosta. It's a pretty little city. And this one gets out of play. Big high school football area. These 2 primary high schools in Valdosta have combined for numerous state championships, and their rivalry game every year nets thousands of spectators and sometimes gets the attention of ESPN. Slow roller to short, and the throw is in time, and the inning is over. The Saints get a hit, but no runs. Still scoreless after 2. Top of the 3rd inning here at Drysdale Field in St. Augustine, and for the Blazers of Valdosta State will be Jacob Harper, Ryan Villeman, and Bryson Gandy to face Dylan Faulkner. First pitch to Harper is a ball. Harper hitting .500, but this is just his 7th at bat. 3 hits and 6 at bats. The 1-0 fouled out of play. Saw Jacek Lottie and Jalen Barr, a couple of the stars of the Saints men's basketball team. They beat North Georgia last night in the PBC quarterfinals to punch their ticket to the semis this weekend in Augusta. Flagler, the number 2 seed in the PBC tournament. 1-2 the count to Harper. And he's down on strikes. That's the 5th strikeout already for Faulkner. And it brings up Ryan Villeman. He's finishing up basketball. The St. Women will play at Lander. Tough task, number 2 team in the PBC tonight in their quarterfinal game. Saints were leading Lander in the regular season finale last Saturday and gave up that lead. It would have been a pretty good sized upset.
Yeah, it's so pretty at this time. Yeah.
2-0 is outside, 3 balls and no strikes. Faulkner walked the leadoff batter Gandy, but he's been very good since then, giving up 1 hit with those 5 strikeouts. Got a double play ball to end the second. And there's a strike, 3-1. Popped up into short right field. Garcia trots in and makes the catch. 2 going, back to the top of the order, and Bryson Gandy, who walked and stole a base in the first.
Now at right field, number 2, Bryson Gandy.
Ground ball to Burke at second. This should end the inning. And we head to the bottom of the third, still scoreless. Bottom of the third inning, Mason Gray will be the batter to lead things off. It's Gray, Newland, and Garcia. 9-1-2 to face Zach Henderson.
Leading off for the Saints, the shortstop, number 9, Mason Gray.
Mason Gray hitting .245, 12 hits and 49 at-bats. He scored 9 runs, has a double and a triple, and has driven in 3. .1-0 pitch, lays down a bunt, and a good one. They'll let this one roll foul. Gray had that one beat out if it had stayed fair.
What did you say?
I got the attention of Christopoulos down at third. He'll play inside the bag. This one's sliced to the first baseman, Doskow, and he'll win the race to the bag. One gone. Brings up Trey Newland, who hit the ball hard in the first inning, lining out to left. We're real excited about both Newland and Gray bringing some speed to this lineup. And good defense up the middle. Newland at center, Gray at short. The emergence of Gray has allowed Coach Barnett and his staff to move Donovan Garcia to right field for the majority of this season. This one grounded to second, and Newland nearly beat it out. But it's the second out of the inning. And that brings up Garcia.
Now right fielder, number 1, Garcia.
No.
So give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
Garcia flew out to left, his first time up. First team all-conference last year as a freshman.
But at least it was still super screamy. But we just were like, let's just check out.
And he's ahead here 2-0. That one inside, 3 balls and no strikes. That one pumped in for a strike. Three and one is a strike. The count runs full. Garcia led the Saints last year in batting average on base and slugging. He hit .361 with a .432 on base and a .474 slugging percentage. Also had a team best 13-game hit streak. This one lined right at the second baseman, and that ends the inning. Through 3, we're scoreless. Top of the 4th, it's Ryan Romano, Luke Ard, and E.J. Doskow due up to face Faulkner.
Exactly. Well, and
Faulkner's allowed just the one hit, a single to Orlando Adams back in the second. Also allowed a walk. But he's faced just one over the minimum so far. And evens the count at a ball and a strike.
yeah, that thing's They need like another oh, like yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Popped up in the short right field. Should be easy for Garcia. Had to fend off the sun there. Maybe a little tougher than we expected, but he makes the play.
Now at left field, number 23, Luke R.
Fred bringing us food, huh?
That's your other spot.
Breaking ball is a ball to Ard.
That's why he's not here.
This one sliced into left. Long run for Colangelo. It's going to fall in for a hit, and Colangelo bobbled it. That allows Ard to advance to second.
Base hit, an error.
So a runner in scoring position for E.J. Doskow.
Now at first base, number 24, E.J. Doskow.
Talked about Doskow's remarkable season so far. He struck out looking in the first, but he came in batting .426 with a .500 on base percentage. 3 homers, already 25 RBIs, and here's another opportunity for him. This one skips away from Fiorenza. It's a wild pitch and allows Ard to move up to third base. The 1-0. Now a hitter's count at 2-0 to Doskow. Very dangerous.
So just keeps going. Like it never
Fouled into the screen. 2-1.
They had a softball regional one year that they went 32 innings.
How long that game go?
The same pitcher threw the whole entire game.
You're kidding.
How many pitches?
Softball's a little bit easier on the arm, right? A little bit.
Still, that's like
Line drive, base hit, and this will score a run. Here comes Ard on the Doskow RBI single. And it's 1-0 Blazers.
now at third base,
That brings up the third baseman, Mike Christopoulos. Struck out looking back in the second inning.
Distant signs of fence.
Line drive, base hit into the gap in right center. Garcia attempted to cut it off, and they're going to send Doskow. Matthew Burke will come to the plate with a throw, and it's in time. Doskow is out. Beautiful play. Garcia to Burke to Fiorenza for the putout. And Greg Williams is arguing with the home plate umpire.
now at designated number 42, Orlando Adams.
That brings up Orlando Adams. Adams singled his first time up. First pitch is a strike from Faulkner. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Two is fouled out of play over near the softball field. Valdosta State also playing the Saints in softball today. Blazers are very good at softball. What, number 3 in the nation? Is that what you said, John?
Yeah, 400 mark.
Valdosta State won the first one in softball. And they're up 1-0 in the second game. And a strikeout. That ends the inning, but not before the Blazers get on the board. They lead it 1-0.
Designated hitter, number 21, Ashton Thomas.
Bottom of the fourth, and the batter is Ashton Thomas, who grounded out to third his first time up. Thomas on a tear right now. Sitting at .415 for the season before that first ground out. This one bounced right back to the pitcher, who will take it himself. And one pitch, one out.
Yeah, exactly.
Brings up Miles Colangelo, who walked his first time.
Number 25, Miles Colangelo. See, as a pitcher, I do. That's that football.
Swing and a miss at the breaking ball. Henderson pulled the string on that one. This one fouled and bending out of play. Flagler fans, if you want to support all Flagler athletic teams, join the Saints Club. Visit flaglerathletics.com and click on the Saints Club link for details. Oh, and 2. Colangelo lays off. That one stays outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And strike 3 looking. Colangelo is gone for the second out. That brings up Luke Wellborn, who lined into a double play back in the second inning. Big cut at a breaking pitch. Strike 1. Wellborn second on the club in batting average, 268, and he's behind 0-2. Got a couple of home runs, driven in 11. That's best on the team. Just gets a piece, and that caught the catcher, Harper. So the home plate umpire gives Harper a chance to regroup. Goes out and chats with the pitcher, Henderson.
Yeah, everybody loves to do that. In like basketball, they love to be on the camera. I'm like, I think there's a lot less people watching this.
Yes.
But sure.
0-2, 2 outs. And this one sliced to left field, and a diving catch made by Luke Ard to end the inning. Still 1-0 as we head to the 5th. I don't have to say every single one if you're doing it. Thank you. Did you say you're hungry? Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you? If you run to the snack box, I'll pay if you run. Within reason.
Center fielder, number 5, David Crawford.
Top of the 5th inning, it's Crawford, Harper, and Villeman for the Blazers. Valdosta State with a 1-0 lead. Picked up that run last inning. They got 3 hits in the inning. Could have been worse, but the Saints made a great defensive play on the throw from the outfield. From Garcia to Burke at second, and then the relay home. Cut down Duskow.
Yeah.
That's what it's told.
2-0. Strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Crawford grounded into a double play to end the second inning. Ground ball between first and second. Matthew Burke makes the sliding stop and the play. Good play by Burke.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13, Jacob Harper.
The first baseman, that's the worst feeling when you're going into the hole. Yeah. You realize it's just well out of your reach, and you get a fucking back.
This is Jacob Harper, the catcher. Big swing and a miss. Harper struck out looking in the third. No balls and 2 strikes. Faulkner has looked pretty sharp. Seven strikeouts already.
Oh, yeah.
6, excuse me.
If it does, I'll be sure.
Allowed 4 hits, the 1 run. Saints have committed an error. Flagler offensively, no runs yet, just 1 hit. Fouled back, stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. There's the 7th strikeout. Harper is the 2nd out of the 5th inning.
Now batting, second baseman, number 9, Ryan Noah.
Fouled out of play. This is Villman, the second baseman. He flew out to right field back in the 3rd inning. The 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. To thank the supporters of Flagler Athletics. Applebee's free queso and chips the same night after a Saints victory. Academy Bus, we know the way. And Bailey Group, no matter where you want to go, we'll help you get there. I think everyone, after a Flagler victory, should go into Applebee's and demand free queso and chips and see how they respond.
They should have lost night.
Here's the 1-2. Oh, and that one missed. Faulkner thought he had the strikeout and had closed out the inning. And the count runs full. A couple of close pitches. Villman laying off. And there's strike 3. So the Blazers go in order here in the 5th, but they lead at 1-0. New pitcher for the Blazers is Nick Ferrara. That closes the book on Zach Henderson. And he's facing Matthew Burke. Ferrara, sophomore from Tallahassee, transfer from Northwest Florida State College. 5'10", 170. Ferrara making his 6th appearance, all in relief. His ERA is at 13.50. And it's just thrown 2 2/3 innings in those 5 appearances. Allowed 5 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, and has struck out 3. The 1-1 pitch misses to Burke, who reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. That one nearly caught Burke. Said it's ball 3. And that's strike 2. Count runs full. Fly ball to right center. And making the catch is Gandy. 1 out. Brings up Jaden Ward, who has a single. In fact, he has the only Flagler hit today. Ward hitting .250, coming in, 7 hits, 28 at bats. A little chopper to third for Christopoulos. Quickly 2 gone here in the Flagler 5th. Thank you.
She filled you up with chips. I said you were working hard. I didn't.
And that brings up John Fiorenza. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off.
Do you think the fries are like that's what he just compared it to?
Not today.
Okay, not today.
It's not working, so it's good. Oh, there you go.
Oh my god.
The 0-2 pitch. Fiorenza gets a piece, stays alive. Slow roller to short. Romano in time, and that ends the Flagler 5th. Still 1-0 Valdosta State.
It's more business side.
Top of the 6th inning, Bryson Gandy is the batter.
A lot of kids thought it was like
Gandy 0 for 1 today with a walk and a stolen base.
Really? I told my little brother, he's like 16, he knows every single thing about Xbox. Like, he just remembers it, and I was like, you should do something like with an age. You should say age. But,
maybe you didn't know contracts.
well, I'm going to be an attorney, and you do that. And
Here's the 1-1 to Gandy, fouled off. That was the 76th pitch Faulkner has thrown tonight.
maybe I'll show you a sports teacher.
One, two, lifted into short center field. Newland got a late jump on that, and it'll fall in for a hit. That brings up Ryan Romano, who's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. There's the 1-0. Ground ball to Gray at short. His only play will be to first. And he makes the play. Gandy moves up to second base. And that brings up Luke Ard, who's 1 for 2 with the run scored.
I'll run that. It goes down to like the like this, or the you go up. When it's, I always forget. Okay.
That's how it was set up. It's from basketball.
Yeah.
So it's like really bright.
Check swing, foul ball. Great if Faulkner could get through the 6th here and preserve the Flagler bullpen a bit for this weekend series. Saints start Peach Belt play on Friday against Augusta. 6 o'clock start for the opener, and then a doubleheader starting at 1 on Saturday. Fly ball to short center field. Burke tracking it. He makes the catch over his shoulder. Gandy moves up to third on a great catch by Matthew Burke. And there are 2 gone for Daskau. Daskau singled in the game's only run back in the 4th, and then was cut down at home on a fantastic relay from the outfield. And here comes Coach Barnett. We'll see if he makes a change right here. And it looks like he's making the move. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back.
33?
So the Saints are going to be very careful with E.J. Doskow. They bring in Gavin Barnell out of the bullpen with 2 outs here in the 6th and a runner on third base. Barnell, a 6'1" redshirt freshman from Coral Springs, Florida. Closes the book on Faulkner, who goes, oh, not quite closes it. He's responsible for the runner at third. A 1-0, misses, 2-0. Faulkner went 5 2/3 through 84 pitches. Allowed 5 hits. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, and 1 earned run so far. Hopefully it holds there. 3-0 to Doskow. See if he has the green light here on 3-0. And he's walks on 4 pitches. So now runners at the corners for Kostopoulos, who has a double.
Third base, number 12, Mike Chrysopolis.
Barnell making his 5th appearance. His ERA is 6.75. He's just thrown 1 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, a run, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The 1-0. The runner, Doskow, goes. It's a double steal. They'll throw home, and they have the runner hung up. Gandy, and they tag him out. So the Saints get out of it without giving up the run. They trail it 1-0. It brings up the shortstop, Mason Gray, to lead off the 6th here for Flagler. Fouled out of play. Ameris Bank, savings for the expected or unexpected. Atlantic Dodge, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. Birchall and Company, find your home today. The 0-1 stayed inside. Ray, the freshman from Lake City, Florida. About an hour west or so of Jacksonville. on the way to Valdosta. I believe you turn at Lake City to go north to Valdosta.
Return foul balls.
One, two, chopper to third. And a nice play by Christopoulos. Back to the top of the order and Trey Newland, who's 0 for 2, a line out and a ground out. First pitch swinging, popped up on the infield. The catcher calling for it. And Harper makes the catch. 2 outs. Donovan Garcia will be the batter. A fly out and a line out.
I'm so full. I'm dying. And the seats are freezing.
There's some friends out there? Or?
Yeah, my
Here's the 1-0. Bended in for a strike. One and two. Swing and a miss. They'll throw down to complete the strikeout, and the Saints go in order for the 4th consecutive inning. 1-0 Valdosta.
All balls, first base. No word. Starter is number 12.
Mike Christopoulos is the batter. New pitcher for the Saints is Robert Archbold. Christopoulos 1 for 2 with a double today. Archbold played at 2 other schools before coming to Flagler. He's a 6'1" junior from Gurnee, Illinois. Started at the University of Illinois Springfield and then attended Parkland College in Champaign, Illinois. Fouled out of play. Two-way player, and did this hit him? No. As a freshman at Illinois Springfield, had a .439 on base percentage for the Cobras. Was third team junior college all-academic. And he walks Christopoulos to lead off the 7th. Brings up Orlando Adams, who's 1 for 2.
Now, designated hitter, number 42, Orlando Adams.
Tries to lay down a bunt, but it rolls foul. Showing bunt again, pops this one foul. Vested Metals, we are a customer-centric and solution-based metal supplier. UBS Financial, pursue what matters most for you for today, tomorrow, and generations to come. And Sniffen and Spellum, PA, a full-service law firm representing clients statewide. Showing bunt again at 0-2. And he gets this one down. Ward fields it, throws to first. So the sacrifice bunt is successful as Christopoulos moves up into scoring position. Brings up David Crawford.
Now, center fielder, number 5, David Crawford.
Crawford 0 for 2 today. Nice fastball from Archbold. Ground ball right at the first baseman, Wellborn. 2 outs. Batter will be Harper, who struck out twice.
Number 13, Jacob Harper.
First pitch is outside, ball 1. ground ball to Gray. This should end the inning. And it does. So a walk, but no further damage. Still 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
For the Saints, designated hitter, number 21, Ashton Thomas.
Ashton Thomas will lead off the 7th for the Saints, trailing 1-0. New pitcher for Valdosta State is Brandon Radin. Big cut from Thomas. So for 2 today, ground out, a couple of ground outs. And he's behind 0-2. New pitcher Radin is a 6'1 junior. Lefty out of Douglasville, Georgia. Transfer from Lawson State Community College. And he struck out Thomas on 3 pitches to lead off the 7th. Brings up Colangelo, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch swing popped up into short right center field, and the second baseman Villeman took it on a very difficult play. It's a hit.
Now the first baseman, number 12, Luke Wellborn.
That brings up Luke Wellborn. See if the Saints can get a little something going here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is outside. 2-0 hitters count for Wellborn. Wellborn with a couple of lineouts this evening. A cat and mouse game here. Raiden doesn't seem to be getting comfortable. Taking a long time to deliver this 2-0 pitch to Wellborn. 3-0. And now Coach Williams will signal down to his bullpen to get relievers up and working. Trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead. There's a strike on the outer half. And the count is full. Flagler will start PBC play against Augusta on Friday. 3-game set. Augusta picked to finish next to last in the PBC. There's the 3-2, and it's in there for strike 3. Nice breaking pitch as Raiden battled back from a 3-0 count to strike out Wellborn. 2 gone, and the batter is Matthew Burke. Augusta picked just ahead of hapless Claflin. And who isn't? Saints, by the way, picked to finish in a tie for 6th this year in the preseason poll.
We're picked every year.
Seems like, yeah, that's about where Flagler's picked the last 2 or 3 years anyway. After being co-champions of the PBC in 2019. Check on the runner. Columbus State is the favorite this year, followed by North Georgia. North Georgia was second in the regular season last year. They have 4 players on the preseason all-conference team. Columbus State has 3. They won the conference tournament title in 2021 as the 4th seed. USC Pembroke, who won the regular season title, is gone to Conference Carolinas. Grounded right back to the pitcher, and that ends the 7th. Still 1-0 Valdosta State. Top of the 8th for Valdosta State's Ryan Villeman batting. Villeman 0 for 2. It's been a pretty well played game. Valdosta, the 1 run on 5 hits with an error. Saints have not scored. They have 2 hits and an error. A well pitched game, maybe, is a better way to say it. Here's the 0-2 from Archbold. One, two. Foul ball. Thanking some of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics, the McLeod Firm, Florida personal injury attorneys you can depend on, Taylor and Waldrop, St. Augustine lawyers backed by experience, and Sunshine Realty for all your real estate needs. Two balls and 2 strikes. Now 3-2. Grounded right back to Wellborn. Throw a little tall, but Wellborn handles it. Archbold to Wellborn, if I misspoke there. And back to the top of the order, and Bryson Gandy. Gandy's 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a stolen base. He was picked off trying to come home in the 6th inning on the double steal. Saints played it perfectly. Ground ball to Gray. And there are 2 outs. That brings up Ryan Romano, who's 0 for 3.
Now batting, shortstop, number 1, Ryan Romano.
First pitch strike pumped in from Archbold. And this will be a base hit into center for Romano. Keeps the inning alive for Luke Ard, Gulf South Conference Player of the Week. Ard has scored the only run tonight after singling in the 4th and reaching second on an error. Came around to score on the single from E.J. Doskow. Nice breaking pitch. Checks his swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded right back to Archbold, and that'll end the inning. Valdosta State gets a single, but that's it. They lead it 1-0.
Third base is number 11, Jaden Ward.
New pitcher for Valdosta State here in the bottom of the 8th. It's number 35, Scott Curran, 6'1" right-hander from Lakeland, Florida, transfer from Polk State Community College. First pitch is a strike to Jaden Ward, who's 1 for 2. Oh, and to the count to Ward. Big cut and a strikeout. It occurred to me while I was looking at this game this afternoon how similar the careers, both playing and coaching, that David Barnett and Greg Williams have been. Here's a pop-up to third base. Christopoulos, and there are 2 gone. They both played at a high level, albeit Barnett played against better competition. Started at Seminole Community College, but then he played at the University of North Carolina, led the Tar Heels in batting average, and helped them to the College World Series, where they finished 3rd. And here's a little chopper to short, and it gets under the glove of Romano.
He's pretty far down the line. I think he beats that out. I think he beats that out.
I was looking at the runner.
They said
It's a base hit. Getting back to Coach Barnett, he, after wrapping up his career at Carolina, went on to play it in the Montreal Expos organization for 1 season. This is Trey Newland. We'll check on the Speedy Gray. Gray's 6 for 6 in stolen bases this season.
Yeah, this way. And they will get base runners.
Imagine Barnett would think seriously about sending Gray in this situation. Down a run here in the 8th. This one sliced into right field. Foul. Williams, by the way, played collegiately at the NAIA level at Ohio Dominican, but he was a great player, a 3-year captain, 3-time All-American, and in the school's Hall of Fame. And then he played 1 year in the pros in the Braves organization. And then they both ended up coaching in the NAIA in the Florida Sun Conference. Obviously Barnett here at Flagler and Williams at Embry-Riddle. So they played each other. A long history and a similar history, both playing and coaching. They both are nearing 1,000 wins. Newland is out at first, and that ends the inning here in the 8th. So the Saints get a hit, no runs. They strand a runner, and they continue to trail 1-0. Top of the 9th inning. And it's E.J. Doskow who has the lone RBI in the game. Archbold continues on the mound for the Saints, who will shift Matthew Burke, the second baseman, over to the left side of the infield for the hot-hitting Doskow.
Just about to say. He's over my glasses, and he didn't do social too long. So it doesn't like what, 6 years or something.
He's the last player from the
2 balls and a strike.
Oh my gosh. He's out there. He seems like he's like that.
This one hammered to left, and it'll get over the head of Colangelo. Extra bases for Doskow as he cruises into second with a stand-up double to lead off the 9th. Well, you can see why he's hitting .426. He's 2 for 3 today with a walk and an RBI. And it looks like we might have a pinch hitter here. Now, it'll be Christopoulos, so we have a pinch runner instead. It's number 4, Corey McCann. Christopoulos at the plate is 1 for 2, a double and a walk. Saints bring the infield in just a hair. Christopoulos shows bunt. Wellborn comes charging in from first. Hits low, ball 1. Fouled off. More of our sponsors of Flagler Athletics include Sunshine Realty for all your real estate needs, Stellar Group, taking solutions further, St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, services unique as life. Stopla shows bunt again, pulls it back. That one's up and in. St. Augustine record covering the ancient city in St. Johns County since 1894. St. Augustine Marina for all your boating and fishing needs. Spartan Orthopedic Institute, sports medicine and robotics surgery. So Fiorenza wraps up his meeting with Archbold. Count is 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th with Valdosta State leading 1-0. And another ball, 3-1 now.
She's like, what are you going to get that? I was like, don't ask.
When I was 9, we played down there. We tried to remember the time zone, the difference.
Yeah, exactly. And they never change.
3-1 in, is pumped in for a strike. 3-2.
They like moved from Mountain to Pacific.
Fouled off.
This was with the Panhandle. That's the southern part of this mountain. Weird.
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
That's screwed up that city. Top half is.
And he walked him. So Christopoulos is aboard. The first 2 are on. And the Battos going to be Orlando Adams. Comes Jeff Pelkey, the pitching coach in his 5th season, to talk to Archbold. There are players warming up in the bullpen. We'll see if they stick with him here. It looks like they probably will. Gives us a chance to thank more of the sponsors here. Sonny's, local pitmaster since '68. We don't just serve barbecue, we are barbecue. St. Augustine Inn, Flagler College Athletics official hotel. Salt Life, eat, drink, and be salty. Ray's Tire and Service for all your heavy-duty and commercial vehicle needs. Homes and Brackle Business Interiors, make space for more. PIP Printing, achieve your marketing goal. Pink Stork, the wellness brand for women. 123 Burger House, grillin' and chillin'. And Northeast Florida Regional Airport, the smart choice for all your air travel needs. So Archbold will stay in. The batter again is Adams. 1 for 2 with a bunt. Sack bunt.
Turns from snow to rain. Tricky.
That's such a weird state.
Yeah.
Like, that's
And Adams shows bunt.
I've never got it in Washington. They have a desert.
yeah, that's weird. One of them, yeah, I know someone who lives in the desert.
Yeah.
Like, you live in the yeah, I was like, it's so dry. Like, in Washington. It's like central Washington. Yeah.
So that's why you're Yakima.
Yeah, that's so weird. And then
First pitch to Adams, showing bunt as a ball. Luke Wellborn getting quite the workout, jogging in and out each time the Blazers show bunt. This one bunted down the third base line, but foul. 1-1.
So moving into Idaho, it's 114 degrees out. But it's dry. So your skin backs looks back.
that's awesome. Now looking for it is not that high. I guess.
No. But, you know, how do you keep it? You can actually breathe it. Mm-hmm. But it's still good.
Adams pulls it back. They throw behind the runner, McCann, and they got him! Great throw by Fiorenza. And a ground ball back to the pitcher. Archbold takes the easy one at first. He probably had time to throw to second there, but had made up his mind. There are two gone now. Christopoulos is at second base. That brings up David Crawford, who's looking for his first hit. First pitch swinging. Popped up into center field. Newland is there to make the catch. So the Blazers get a hit, but they're not able to push it across, and they still are clinging to a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the ninth. Flagler needs to get a tying run here to keep the game going, or perhaps win it with two. Batter will be Donovan Garcia, facing the fifth pitcher of the day for Valdosta State, Adrian Garistazu. First pitch is a ball. Carastazo, a 6 foot, 210 pound lefty, transfer from Jacksonville University. But Valdosta State doesn't list any statistics he had with the Dolphins. Not sure if that's an oversight or if he just never got into a game in Jacksonville. Two and one to Garcia. A great time for his first hit of the game. Check swing foul. I'd like to thank more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics. Ray's Tire and Service for all your heavy duty and commercial vehicle needs. Homes and Brackle Business Interiors, make space for more. Noah Bailey Group, proud sponsor of Flagler College Athletics. And line drive right at the third baseman, Christopoulos. One out here in the ninth for Flagler. Brings up Ashton Thomas. They're going to shade Thomas to the right. Kind of a no doubles defense. They have the first baseman near the first base line. Right field and center fielder have shaded off to the right as well. Thinking Thomas might pull here. And he's behind 0-2. That's a ball. Thomas stays alive. Two balls and two strikes. Saints have managed just 3 hits today. They've got their leading hitter, though, at the plate right now. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. How about the first homer of the season right here for Thomas? The 3-2, sliced foul. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Ground ball, back up the middle to second, a little bobble, and Thomas is out. Villeman makes the play, and the Saints are down to their final out. Miles Colangelo will be the batter. He has one of those 3 hits. Also has a walk. Well, Saints get the righty on lefty matchup here if you're looking for anything to cling to, any hope. The left fielder McCann is playing almost right on the warning track, trying to guard against an extra base hit here. Blending in with the pink stork sign out there. Barely see him. One ball and one strike. Now 2-1. See if Colangelo can get something he can drive here. No wind to speak of. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back. The Saints down to their last strike. And that is strike three, and it ends the game. Valdosta State wins it 1-0. Valdosta improves to 10-4 on the season. Flagler falls to 6-9. And we'll see you for our next broadcast on Friday at 6 o'clock against Augusta to start a Peach Belt Conference play. Again, the final here, 1-0 Valdosta State with the win. For our producer, Sadie Reese, I'm Dave Winna. Thanks for watching.